Welcome to Become a Techie YouTube channel. In the last video, we have already seen some basic Microsoft Excel fundamentals, and in this video, we will be seeing how to enter and edit the text into a blank workbook. So, starting with the video, I will first create a blank workbook, and we will today create a basic monthly budget in the Excel sheet that you can create for your monthly budget, and you can plan your budget accordingly. So let's get started. Right now I'm using Office 365 subscription, so that is the reason you can see some additional features are added to my Excel sheet, but if you are not using, you may find some difference in your Excel workbook. So that is what I wanted to tell you. So let's get started. This is my book 1 that I have created, and first we will add a title to our sheet. So I am giving it like monthly budget. Okay, so in this sheet I will be creating a very basic structure. I am not going to decorate it or add any fancy formatting options. I am just creating a basic structure to make you guys explain how to create a basic structure, a basic Excel sheet. Okay, so we have added the title here, and then now we'll create some columns. So first I will create a column for bills, where I can add my bills, like I can add house rent, then I can add electricity, then I can add food, then I can add phone, and I can give a total. So these are all the bills that I have to pay every month. Like I have to pay house rent, electricity, food bills, and phone bill. And in the horizontal direction, I will add the months, like for which month I have spent how much money on all these bills that I have to calculate or make a track of it. So I'll give month names also, like I'll give January, then I'll give February, March, and I guess total I can give, to make sure that I also get to see the total expenses that I have spent on these bills. So this is what I have done, and I can just expand this a little bit. Yeah, so it looks good now. Okay, so this is the basic structure that we have created, where we have different types of bills, and we have we can enter the data for these 3 months. You can also add other months also. Right now I am just demonstrating for 3 months only to you. Okay, so this is how we have created a very basic structure. Okay, now we can start adding the values in it. Like for example, I can give house rent like 12,000 I can give. Then I can give in February it has increased to 15,000. In March it is the same, 50,000. Okay, then after that for electricity I can give like 700 I have paid in Jan, then I have paid around 600 in Feb, and in March I have paid, for example, 800. Okay, then for food I have paid around 8k in Jan, in Feb I have paid around 6k, and I have paid 9k, sorry, yeah, 9k in March. For phone I have paid around 400 in Jan, then 500 in Feb, and same 500 in March also. So okay, all the data is added, and all the amount is filled in the Excel sheet. So one thing you might be noticing here is that all the text that you have entered, like January, February, March, total, and bills, house rent, all these texts are left aligned. All these texts are left aligned, that is, they are starting from the leftmost corner of the cell, the text is being started, whereas when you check the same thing with numbers, you can see the numeric values or the numbers are right aligned, that is they are placed at the right hand side of the cell. So this is the default behavior of the numbers and the alphabets or text in Excel sheet. So you might be wondering, like, why is this so? So the reason is, when you are dealing with numbers or numeric values, you may end up giving some decimals also. So if you add some decimals here, like suppose I give 0.50, and if I give here like 0.75, and if I give here something like 0.25, and here suppose I can give 0.55. Okay, so you can see the decimal point is aligned in a proper fashion, one below the other, so it looks cleaner. But whereas if you change the formatting, so if you make this as left aligned, because you have one option here, so you can see the decimal places are now looking not very clean. So you can see a wavy line where you can see 5 is here, the decimal is here, then it goes here and then here. So it is like a wavy line or wavy thing, which is not looking cleaner. So to make our data look cleaner, so that is the reason Excel has this default way of aligning the numeric data into the right alignment, and the other type of data like text into the left alignment. So this is the default behavior of an Excel document, I can say. You can obviously change the alignment at any point in time by using the options given here, but it is good to practice these alignment practices, because it will make your data look cleaner, and when especially when you are using the decimal values. So right now I am not interested in this decimal, so I'll just remove it from here, and we can move to the next part, that is summing up. Okay, one more point I wanted to clear here. Whenever we are changing the alignment of these numeric values like this, so it also happens that you can see right now, actually I am not able to see it, but sometimes you get to see a green color triangular icon here, which indicates that your numbers are being converted to text. That is, Excel is treating those values as text and not as numbers. So whenever you get to see a triangle, a small triangle like this into green color, you should make sure that you click on it, and there will be an option convert to number. So you can just select that option, so your numbers will get converted to numbers, and it will not be treated as text. So if in any case you get to see that icon, please make sure you convert it to numbers and proceed accordingly. So that was what I wanted to tell you, and let's proceed further. So now I want to add all these numbers to get a total of house rent, and also total of all the amount that I have spent in the January month, in February, and in March month. So what can I do? So the first thing I'll do is the first way that I have is adding it manually, but that will take a lot of time, and I don't want to invest that much time or utilize that much time. The simple way I can do is I can add it using some better approach, and that would be I can use the cell references. So if you see, if I click on any cell, I can get to see the name of that cell. Like here I can see B5. Okay, B6. In the name box you can see it is B6 now. Here it is B5 and here it is B4. So we already know about it as we have talked about it in the previous video. So we already know about it that a cell name is the cell's position, that is column and row number. So it so like for this cell it is B4, for this cell it is B5, and accordingly each cell will have a cell name which we can see in the name box. Okay, so I can just use this thing. Okay, I'm so sorry. Yeah, so I can use these cell references for addition. Okay, so I can just give an equals sign, then I can give B4. Okay, you can see the cell is highlighted, plus I can give B5. Okay, you can again see the text is highlighted with a different color. Okay, and then you can see B6. Okay, again a different color, very fancy formatting is done by Excel for us. And B7. Okay, so I want a sum of these 4 values. I have written them accordingly, and now I just hit enter. You can see a total is popped up here, and the total is 21,100 rupees. So you can see in the formula bar, the formula that we have written is this, and you can see I'm so sorry, something nasty thing is done by me here. Okay, what I have done, maybe if I can do undo. No, I'm sorry, I'll write it again. So it was B4. Yeah, B4 plus B plus B6 plus B7 and enter. Okay, so this is how we have added the values. Okay, so this is what we call as the addition by using cell references. Okay, and now that I want to do it for other columns as well, I can do the similar thing, like in this case I'll do C4 plus C, I'll do C4 plus C5 plus C6 plus C7 and enter. Okay, it gives me 22,100, but this is a boring way, and I don't like, I'm not interested to do it in the similar way. So I have a shortcut here where I can just copy this thing and paste it here. You can see that I am getting a different value, which is an addition of these 4 values, and it comes like 25,300. So how did it work? So the answer to this is this is called as relative references, where the formula is like we are just copying the formula, and it performs the same calculation by taking the relative location of the cells. So when we copied the formula, it was like addition of the 4 cells that are above. So in the similar way, when we pasted the we copied the formula and pasted it into the cell D8, so it has performed the same calculation, that is addition of the 4 cells that is above. So this is what is called as cell references which are relative. So this is how relative reference is used. In the similar way we can use it here also, but now we have to do a horizontal addition, and that is why first time I'll have to write the formula, which is B4 plus C4 plus D4, and I'm hitting enter, so I'm getting 42,000. Now I can copy it, paste it here. You can see it is coming 2100, then 23,000, then 1400. So 1400 is the amount that I have spent on phone bills in these 3 months. Okay, and similarly we can give here, so 68,500 is the amount that I have spent on bills in all these 3 months, and this is what all the bills that I have spent on. So collectively the amount is 68,500. So this is how we have used relative references for addition, and we were getting the values very quickly. So this is about relative references. There is also a concept called as absolute references. So for this I will add a new column here, which is percentage. So I will calculate some percentage here, where I want to check how much percentage I have spent on each type of bill. So how much percentage of total expense that we'll calculate. So for that, what I want to do is I want to calculate house rent percentage of total expenses. So I can take E4 divided by, so for division I'm using a slash, that is forward slash, E4 divide, I'm doing E4 divided by E8, but as this is a formula, we have to start it with equals sign. Okay, so E4 divided by E8, and enter. So it is giving me percentage, not in the exact correct format, but you can see that it is around 61.3%. okay, and now if I want to do the same trick as I have shown you in the previous few minutes back, so I can just copy, but oops, I'm getting a error kind of thing, and you can see a green triangle has also appeared here. So you can just click on it and check what it is saying. See, divide by 0 error, show calculation steps, edit formula bar, error checking options, these many options it is showing. But why this division by 0 has occurred? So the reason is, we have given here it was E4 divided by E8, and when we are copying the formula, it will be like one cell to the left, that is it will take E5 divided by, it will be E9. Why it will be E9? Because in this case it was one cell to the left, which was E4, and 1 2 3 and 4, so it was fourth cell. But in this case, when we are talking about this cell, it will be E5 divided by 1 2 3 4, fourth cell, which is E9, and in E9, as we do not have any data, so it will treat it as 0, and that is why it will give division by 0. So this is the reason it will not be calculating any value for us. So how to avoid this error, and how to resolve this error? So what we can do is, because here we want E9 as our base, we already E8 as our base, we always want this 68,500 value to be fixed, that is our base. We want to calculate percentage on this value only, so for that we have to keep it as fixed, and for that what we can do is, we can add a dollar symbol here and here as well. So now this, I'm sorry, it will be E8 here. Okay, yeah, so in this case now it will be E5 divided by E8, and now E8 will be like fixed, and if I, yeah, you can see if I give an enter, it will calculate a value for me. If I copy this, you can see I'm getting values here. Yeah, and here I'm getting 1 because I'm trying to divide 68,500 by 68,500 only, so I'm getting 1 as the output here. So this is called as absolute references, where we uh, freeze the value, or where we give the absolute, where we are interested in the absolute value, which is 68,500 in this case. So we use this dollar sign or dollar symbol for fixing that value. So this is called as the absolute reference. So in this video we have seen how we can enter the data, how we can change the alignments, what are the default alignments, and then I have shown you about cell references, absolute references, relative references, how some basic formulas we can use, like addition. So that was all about today's video. If you like the video, you can give a thumbs up. You can always like, share and subscribe for more such content. And thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.